Welcome everybody to Full Spectrum Survival, bringing you the news that you need to know. In recent developments, we are looking at the Federal Reserve of Minneapolis. The president there, Kashkari, he just highlighted what they say is a concerning trend: the simultaneous rise in U.S. Treasury yields and the decline of the U.S. dollar. Traditionally, we see that during periods of market stress, investors move to U.S. Treasuries as a safe haven. This leads to lower yields. It also traditionally leads to a stronger dollar. However, what we are seeing right now, this current scenario, has deviated from this strongly. This suggests a shift in investor confidence, not toward the USA and assets, but away. Kashkari has emphasized that the importance exists of the Federal Reserve's intervention. It must intervene in markets only during genuine financial emergencies, and it must maintain a commitment to controlling inflation. But we do have some unusual market behavior here that is coinciding with the U.S. President Donald Trump's recent announcement of the tariff, going back and forth. Nearly all U.S. trade partners are freaking out. The stock market has experienced significant loss in gain, but mostly a loss in confidence. The bond market seeing historic surges in Treasury yields. The yield on a 30-year Treasury bond rose by almost 49 basis points to 4.873%, the largest weekly increase since the year 1987. The 10-year Treasury note just saw a 50 basis point increase, its largest since the dot-com bubble burst. Experts, including the BMO chief economist Douglas Porter, they just labeled this behavior as highly abnormal. They say that during times of market stress, they have not seen anything like this before. We do have a weakening of the US dollar despite the rising yields. This underscores the market's unease in what the economy is going to look like over the next year. Typically, higher yields attract foreign capital. It strengthens the dollar. The dollar's depreciation as people move toward things like precious metals and gold suggests that foreign investors are scared of what's going to happen to U.S. assets. They're not yet enticed to bring back higher return investments. This shift shows a deep concern about the U.S. economic outlook and what policy direction could bring us to war in the next 12 months.
Okay, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises. Let me say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Halala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles, elder bishops here in Great Millstone, who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. How you doing? Can I get an online receipt? Thank you. Thank you. All right, Salakia for that. Just early this morning, here to do a lesson in the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. More like a report, listening to the full spectrum. You always got them updates coming in of what's going on in the current events. And Lord willing, I pray in this lesson you get edified, you get something from the lesson that builds upon your faith toward the Lord. All right. He mentioned a lot. It's a lot going on. I saw some videos last night. Just wasn't able to, press the record button. But we almost out of here, man. And it just proves that this place, Babylon the Great, is going down. It's going down, man. Circling the toilet drain. It's finished. And they think they're gonna revive it. Well, Babylon the Great, this whore, the mother of harlots, this whore, she's on the respirator. She's on the respirator, and she ain't looking too good. They're trying to revive her and get her heart, get her back in order, but this place is really on its way out. So I'm gonna play a little bit more. Like I said, this is just kind of a quick report, quick video, all right, and see what we can get from it. Lord willing, I'll pull a scripture.
Drivers of currency strength, they appear to be losing their confidence and their influence. Now we have developments raising questions about the long-term implications and the current economic policy that we face. The bond market's reaction, it indicates a potential loss. They say that in this next 8 to 12 month period, we could see every development possible that points us to a worst case scenario. The U.S. government relies on investors to purchase our debt, the securities that finance activity. A decline in this demand for treasury bonds shows that we are instead financing the next war. $3 trillion in U.S. treasury debt that is set to mature. We are going to see a big problem here, and I'm here to tell you that you had better stock up personally. Get your pantry filled up and learn how to shoot.
Hold on. New Bet365 customers get how much? That can't be right.
It's true. Senator Lindsey.
Right. So, he ain't talking pretty good when it comes to America. Like he said, in the next 8 months, next few weeks, things are going to get worse. And these tariffs going to bring forth high food prices. It's going to make it harder for people to live. All of us. But the difference is that we have Yahweh Shai, and the Lord is going to help us eat, help us drink, even give us the spirit of being merry, rejoicing in these times, because this is the end of Babylon. We're not going to cry because this place is going down. We're going to celebrate and praise Yahweh Shai, holy name. All right. So I got a quick precept. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 5. It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. It says, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Right, this devil cannot be satisfied. Job 9:24 says the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. He has full control over this whole world. All of these different nations, he's in control, he's in power. But here it is, he wants to take us into a new order, right? A NWO, where he can be as though he's the Most High, putting technology in man's body, man becoming transhuman. But here it is, he got everything, he got all the resources, all right? He got the fatness of the earth, and the devil lived by the sword, which was a blessing to his forefather Edom, and that's what they do. They live by the sword. That's why these wars are taking place, because the sword got to come out. All right, it's a new order. So now a position of power, and of plus, it's to control the narrative and make sure that they push the agenda for you to be into the beast system. Pay homage to the beast system, which is taking that MOTB. That's the next thing that need to be coming out, which it is, but Lord willing, he excite that prophecy even more. He excite that prophecy even more, and we start seeing more jokers out here taking that MOTB, and that MOTB is the micro C hip. Okay, it's the micro C hip, which is dealing with commerce, buying and selling. So it says he cannot be satisfied. It says he gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting proverb against him? Right? It says, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. It's like it says, how long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay, which is debt. This devil is good for putting you in debt. It's how he owns you. So now through this war, you know, getting out of debt, you know, people, hey, you know, it's a position of power. China thinks that they're the next America, you know, the greatest dynasty to be on the earth, and it's not so. All right. The Lord told us through the scriptures that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know? So, you know, China ain't up next to rule. China is going into captivity, meaning the people of Moab, the people of Ammon. All right? They're going into captivity. Edom going into captivity. Ham going into captivity. All right? Ishmael going into captivity. Japhet going into captivity. All the nations going into captivity under Yasha'Allah. All right? So let me bring this last verse out, and I'm gonna close this lesson. It's supposed to be a, you know, quick report, real quick morning report, right? It says, verse 7: Shall they not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, and awake, that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people, all the remnant of the people shall spoil you thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land and of the city, and all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetous, to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. And that's Edom. All right. Salakia.
Yeah, hello.
I'm outside. All right. And you know, and that's basically Edom. You know, the Lord is going to deal with you Edomites for the madness that you have done over the earth and what you've done to the Lord's chosen people. You know. So at the same time, when this devil calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand on his forehead, the scriptures tell us in the book of Job that the Lord shall rain upon him while he's eating, right? Because when he's, you know, being successful at those that's taking that mark, it's going to be an interruption. It's going to be an divine intervention, and his kingdom is going to be upset. All right, because keep in mind, Yahweh Shai is returning. He will appear. So Lord willing, I pray you was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to my apostles, elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom.